Oh, I do. Oh, mm, I've been today sleep day. I just feel tired today. Um, for those of you who didn't know, there is no Kings protests all around the world, and there is no Kings protest in Buffalo, New York, going on in right downtown Buffalo, and I believe it's on the steps of Buffalo City Hall, and of course they are going on and on and on about Donald Trump, but yet what they failed to realize is, one of these days I'm going to do I'm going to do a walkthrough of Buffalo, New York, and then maybe I'll drive around Buffalo, New York. I'll do that. Uh, all you have to do, I mean, to be honest with you, is just walk into the um, the downtown bus station, right? That's all you got to do. That will be my major footage. The downtown bus station, and then there is a little tiny park that used to be a nice place for the people who, there is a school right downtown. Well, actually there is two schools right downtown Buffalo, and there is the social services building and other Erie County buildings that all the county workers work at, and all this downtown area used to be a hub for, you know the students and the county workers to go to the only small ass mall that's a couple of blocks away, and people would go to the coffee shops and go to the pizza restaurant, I believe, is still there. I haven't been there in a while, inside the mall. What the hell's the name of the mall? Main Place Mall, I'm sorry. Main Place Mall, which is the ghost of itself. It used to have a lot of stores in there. Now it only has a couple of stores in there, and I'm pretty sure the pizza restaurant is still there. The pizza restaurant is actually banging. The pizza is really good, but all I would have to do is go into the downtown bus station, which houses the Greyhound bus line stops there, and what is the other one? The other bus where they have Wi-Fi, and I can't remember the name of that bus, but and you would see the homeless just walking around. You would see people talking to themselves and whatnot. And like I said, the park right across the street from the bus station is, you had people literally in tents the last time I was there, sleeping inside the park in tents. There was a lot of people. I would say maybe 30 people that I saw that had tents. Buffalo has gone downhill big time. It's gone downhill big time. Then you have the Buffalo City Mission, and I was really shocked because the Buffalo City Mission is, I don't know if it's the, well, it is the main city mission that offers temporary stay for the homeless, and it has been, from what people have said to me, it has been at capacity for over a year. So it is a luck of the draw to ever get in there. And I actually saw like people hanging out outside there because they couldn't get in. You know what I'm saying? And there is a woman that I know. She's been in my community for the longest time. Shout out to David Bowman, because David Bowman, what he says is absolutely correct. Because even in my neighborhood, which has never been a bad neighborhood, I live in a neighborhood that was primarily populated with Italians and Polish people, okay, and whatnot. And it's never been a bad neighborhood, but we are starting to get the homeless in my city, right? I'm starting to see them in little small pockets. We had this guy that was literally across the street from me in this little tiny park. There's a lot of trees. So they used to have a bench there for many, many years. And same thing, like the office workers would come, and because it's a I live across the street from an office building, right? And really nice small kind of a park, nothing big, nothing major, a lot of trees, and they only had one bench. And I remember the last winter there was this white guy who was obviously homeless, and it looked like he had a military sleeping bag, which would get you through the winter, like a 0 degree sleeping bag. I saw him. He would always get up there, when it's getting dark, and it's starting to get dark like around before 7 o'clock. He would wait till it was completely dark. He would walk up there. He would look around. Nobody's looking, and he would whip out the sleeping bag, and he would also have a tarp. Tarp keeps the cold out, and he'd be sleeping there the whole night. And then when the morning comes, he would, get up out of there and keep on going to where he was going. Well, eventually they got rid of the bench. That bench was there for years. They got rid of the bench. I could see that outside my window. I'm pretty sure somebody complained that he was doing this, but he did manage to survive the whole winter, last winter. Now here we are coming to winter again, and there is no bench there. And they're doing this all over. They're doing this all over Western New York. They are getting rid of the benches where the homeless people are sleeping. And I was just curious. I didn't know that the city of Buffalo is a heavy Democrat population. Didn't know this. Didn't know this. So this female who is in her 30s, I've known her for a long time. She's trying to. She's not going to stay with me. I already told her no. Um, but she has her issues. I'm not going to get into that. But she's telling me, and I wasn't even surprised, that in my city, all of the shelters are full. They're all full. They're all full. Like I left on the guy's video today, I said, you know, the reason why you have a Donald Trump, see, y'all are complaining about Trump, right? He is your boogeyman for the next 3 years. Y'all are complaining about Trump. You are the reason why we have a Donald Trump. You really are. Like I told him, you have taken in particular the votes of black people for decades, and they have done nothing. They have done nothing for black people to improve the lives of black people. Kathy Hochul has come up with some some housing, some so-called affordable housing scheme. And I saw it, and I was going over it, and it is a complete waste of money. What she's doing briefly, she's doing two things. She's doing tiny homes, which, and these tiny homes fully assembled. I was reading the article. They're $300,000 each. How does a tiny home? You could buy a tiny home from Amazon for $10,000. The most basic one. You could buy a tiny home for 10,000. Okay, you want to get jiggy with it? You can get a tiny home for 25,000. You want to even get jiggier with it? You can buy a real nice tiny home for $50,000. Where is she getting this $300,000 each? Where? It begins to smell like a scam to me. You see what I'm saying? You are in these offices and you are doing nothing about American citizens that are homeless. I'm seeing in my area primarily older white people homeless, sleeping behind abandoned stores, sleeping behind dumpsters. Older white people. I see, of course, there is black people, right? What are you doing? What are you doing for Americans? What are you doing? You're just complaining and you're whining about Donald Trump. Well, you got 3 years to complain and whine about Donald Trump. But in the meantime, what are you doing to make the lives of your voters better? I said this on my job, closing it out. I said, there should not be one illegal alien in a shelter taking the spot of an American. And some of my coworkers, they just kind of looked at me because I guess they're conflicted that, you know, if you're an American, you need to come first, America first, Americans first, right? You are the reason why Donald Trump is in office. You are going to continue to be the reason, you know. Gavin Newsom is more concerned about taking the guns away from everybody than he is about turning California around. This man is a gun control Nazi. This man is a fucking piece of shit. This is who he is. Give me your guns. And look at how bad California. Look at the homeless population in California. If this man would only care about the homeless and about making sure people have affordable places to live and jobs, maybe you wouldn't have a Donald Trump in office. But they are not solving the problems of the people that get them in office, and all they offer is more Trump derangement syndrome. They are the reason why Trump is the Democrats are the reason why Donald Trump is in office. They don't want to admit it. They know what I'm saying is the truth. All they want to do is he's a dictator, he's a fascist, he's this, he's Hitler, he's Mussolini. Well, you are literally sitting in these offices. Dude, I can go on and on and on, but I guess you basically know what I'm, and I could do this all over New York State, in different cities, the level of Democrat mayor corruption, the Tiffany Henyards of America who steal money and somehow manage to not go to jail. I mean, come on, y'all. That's all I got.